One principle can be interpreted in many ways. A watch movement can also be used to create many models. The watch world is full of watches that appear to be so different, yet based on the same movement inside. A Daytona and an El Primero were used to be based on the same movement. A Paul Newman and a Navitimer were based on the same value 72. A Patek Philippe 5070 and a Speedmaster are used to be based on Le Mania 2310. All these totally different models of watch were created from the same building blocks. Today, we'll take a look at two budget classic style chronographs, which are based on the same movement. Citizen 5510 quartz chronograph. The difference are only in the dial and the case. These two pieces show how a designer could take the cue from the classic chronograph to create nice pieces based on an inexpensive movement. The first one comes with a unique case style. It is difficult to describe, but it reminds me of the Art Nouveau design. Note the curves on both sides of the case, including how the line of bezel terminated at the lug. The dial is glossy off-white with 3 registers slightly sunken down to create depth. Hour markers are simply painted on the dial. Jet window is round at 6, camouflage itself on the dial. All the details are crisp and precise. A downside of this movement is that there is no running second hand. From just a glance, you will not know it is running or not. Time setting is done in different way. Turning the crown a few clicks, and you have the time fast forward or backward without keeping turning it, and it stops when you nudge it again. The second piece has more simple case style, just a round bezel with straight lug. On the dial, the difference is the use of Arabic hour markers. Also note the small red lettering on the minute track. They help add pops of color on the dial. Hands are black with gold pivots. Simply round bezel makes the watch feel more substantial than the first one, which is the quality needed in the case of smaller pieces like this. A movement can be a foundation for multiple different watches. This time we take a look at two similar classic chronograph styles, of which the case and the dial design differentiate them from each other. There can be totally different style of watch based on this 3510 movement. We'll be exploring a racing style chronograph in the next one.